Hey, hi, and hello, Matt Ing Pyro here on day 30, big 1 month. Holy crap, I can't believe it's gone by so quick, and so much has changed since the first day that I did these videos. It's, uh, it's kind of mind-boggling, actually, on how much has changed. Um, no, Amy's not here with me today. She is actually out, um, running a very few errands to get us the supplies that we need. The grocery store up here isn't that bad. There's not much left in it, but it's not that bad. So she's just going to get the few things that we need. Luckily, I found toilet paper. Yay! Amazon came through, and they are sending me toilet paper, which is really nice. Other than that, things are pretty much same old, same old. Now, when all this started, my keto adventure started, I had full intentions on, 365-day vlog, which I am still keeping up with. I'm still doing it. I mean, day 30 straight in a row, that's kind of amazing. My diet, I'm keeping up with. We found out that, we just got a little bit of money in to be able to go and get some of the stuff that we need to sustain us for about another week. And then, of course, we're waiting on the stimulus package that everybody else is waiting on, so we can go out and get the other supplies and order them offline that we need. Everybody in my house so far is healthy and happy. We have actually been kind of self-quarantining for about probably 3 weeks or better now. Just to, maintain everything and make sure that nothing's going awry or anything like that. It's been boring. It's been interesting. It's been rough, but you know what? You got to do what you got to do sometimes, right? So we're still pushing through, though. Everything's going smoothly. The birds won't shut up because they're bored too, and the cat, of course, Zane. If you want to pan over to the kitty, the cat just doesn't care. You can see that's Lydia. She just doesn't give a shit. Zane's here still. All the kids are home. We're still on lockdown. This, that, and the other thing. Just found out that Governor Hogan said, or didn't give a end date to this mandatory stay-at-home order. So we'll see what happens there. And see how long this is for, and my heart goes out to all the healthcare workers and real essential employees. And what I mean by that is I've got friends of mine that are working from home, and that's fine. I'm cool with that because they're not putting themselves at risk. I do have another friend of mine that I just found out today who is still on the job site and is not a healthcare worker. That really angers me more ways than one. He's putting himself at risk for basically a non-essential job. And let me tell you something. The Marylanders, at least, well, I guess it's the entire nation, really. The people that are saying, "Oh, this is essential and that's essential." No. There's people are finding loopholes to stay open. Guys, this is how this virus is getting spread. People not listening and people trying to find loopholes and people not wanting to pay the employees what they're worth and worrying about having to raise, minimum wage and just to keep their employees there. Guys, this is a time that everybody needs to be on the same page, and we need to stop trying to find loopholes. I understand. I was a business owner 3 times over. I understand small business, and I understand it's rough. And I understand when, you don't have an income coming in, you can't pay bills out. That's why the stimulus package is here. There are a lot of people that are flipping out because they're not oh, well, you say that because you're on disability. No. I still have bills too. I still have money that has to go out. I can't do my job, part-time is what it may be, I still can't do my job right now because of the coronavirus. I can't go out of state to pick up my pyro. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments, but I believe Governor Hogan put in a no interstate travel unless it's absolutely necessary. Um, I've got another member of my family right now that is going, even though it's like, the border of West Virginia and Maryland are like this. And they're going from West Virginia to Maryland. That's still considered interstate travel. And they're making him go into work. And that's absolutely ridiculous. Guys, the only way we're going to even combat this is to stay at home. I'll give them the month. I'll give them the month. What do we have to lose? A month? A month to stay alive? Okay. So just heed the warnings, heed the rules, and I really wish businesses would stop trying to find loopholes on why they're essential. The truck stops, gas stations, that's essential. Grocery stores, that's essential. Pharmacies, absolutely essential. That's about it. Hardware store to a lesser extent, but still essential. I mean, if your plumbing breaks, you gotta fix it. Other than that, there's not a whole lot of essential out there. Construction work does not need to go on right now. It's, we're in the middle of an epidemic. Well, pandemic, my bad. And there's construction workers out there building new houses. It can be put on hold. Painters, drywallers. I know it sucks, guys. I know it sucks. And I'm not downing any of these jobs. What I'm doing is simply saying it's not necessary right this minute. Let's get this thing stopped and then go back to life just like we knew it. Unfortunately, I doubt it'll ever go back to that, but we'll see. Alright, enough about Corona. Enough about Corona. Enough about essential jobs. You guys know. You know. I just wish people would see through and do what they're told. It would stop this thing dead in its tracks. So, what are you guys doing to stay occupied? I have been watching a lot of TV. I mean, a lot of TV. A lot about, now, some of you may know my, I guess, somewhat obsession with true crime. Serial killers, mass murderers, that kind of thing. I've been watching a lot of that kind of stuff again. I've been watching a lot of movies, me and Amy and the kids. And playing a lot of board games. See, I'm bored. A lot of board games with kids and me and Amy. And, I've been cooking a lot of really good meals. I may do a cook video today. I may not. I can't guarantee one way or the other. I think I might because I think I'm doing stuffed bell peppers. But I'm keto-fying. Now, the kids won't be keto. Mine and Amy's will be keto. But we're just, we're just maintaining. We're just trying to do what we do and stay at it. Keep ourselves occupied. I might go outside a little bit tomorrow and do some garden cleanup and get a garden planted again. Just because, I say just because, but if this continues to go, we all still have to eat. I may end up trying to retrofit some lumber that I have into a small but sturdy chicken coop, so we can get some chickens, and that way they lay eggs, and we don't have to go to the store for eggs. There's just some small stuff going on. Nothing real major, but enough to keep me occupied for a while. It's just sitting around is just killing me. I'm sure it is everybody else too. I'm going a little stir crazy. I actually talked to a friend of mine this morning who is as well equally going stir crazy. Hey guys, this is the beginning of my camping season right now, and it's it's to the point where I'm about to set the tent up in the living room and build a fake fire in the living room and have everybody sit around it, and the kids can sleep in the tent, and it'd just be something fun to do. Uh, I'm going really stir crazy. Would you like to come along? No, I'm kidding. Um, it is cabin fever is definitely starting to set in. So I wanted to touch on something that's been going around also lately with all this stuff happening and all this stuff going on, and that is depression. Yes, I understand. Hold on, I know who this is. This is my wife. Um, ooh, the 3-pack. Um, I know that depression is a serious issue on a regular basis anyway. And especially now with people getting laid off from work or not having jobs or being in a job for 20 years and then all of a sudden being told you got to go home because we're on lockdown or whatever. It's going to get better. Don't let the depression get to you. God, don't let the depression get to you. Everything will go back to considerably normal after this is done. I have I have full faith that we will rebuild and we will be better off once all this is said and done. We just have to get through this. This isn't our fault. This isn't your fault. You didn't lose your job because you didn't perform. You lost it because they couldn't stay open. I know the government stimulus package isn't exactly great. It's not exactly bad either. And I'm putting my faith into our government to say they're going to make sure that none of us really sink. Um, yeah, we got to all do what we got to do right now, and we got to see what's going to happen and see how it's going to come. I am hopefully, knock on wood, everything's okay. A month from now, 2 months from now, whenever this all goes away, we're going to come outside, we're going to take a deep breath of fresh air and go, oh, let's get the tent and let's go camping, or let's go to the beach, or let's go fishing. It'll happen. Just give it time. And the depression is going to set in because of not being able to go do those things. But it gives us the time to appreciate what we have done and what our norm actually is, which I think is really cool. At the same time, it sucks because we can't go do the things that we like. So, just to let you know, if you are suffering from depression, there's always someone out there listening. There's always someone out there willing to lend an ear and talk. I myself will. I have dealt with depression off and on my entire life, and it's not fun. It's not. And something like this can actually turn someone that doesn't have depression into a very depressed person. And if someone needs an ear to hear what they have to say, by all means, get a hold of me, message me, PM me, whatever it takes. We're going to get through this. One way or the other, everybody will be fine. It'll go back to the way it was. So if you're depressed, contemplating suicide, thinking about it, I'm a keyboard type away. I have my phone on me all the time. It's hooked to the internet. My laptop sits here every day. So don't fret. We're all in the same boat. And yeah, it sucks, but it will get better. So that's basically what I wanted to touch on today. I fear the worst, actually. That this is... I know the virus is going to get worse before it gets better. But I'm more concerned with the ripple effect of everybody losing their jobs, being shut in all the time. You know what? There's one thing you're definitely going to learn throughout this, is whether or not you like your family. There's it can be trying, you know. There's going to be two things that come out of this: a lot of divorce and a lot of babies. You pick which one's going to be higher. Uh, that was funny. Sorry. You know, being locked up with your family 24 hours a day is a rough thing, you know. But well, it'll get better. It'll get better before it gets worse. Well, it's going to get worse, and then it's going to get better. So, guys, just keep a level head and do what you got to do. So, I will have a cook video. I might do one tonight. Like I said, we're doing keto stuffed peppers, which I think will be an excellent video to make. And I'll show you guys how to do all that, and they're really, really good. And other than that, I think I'm done for the day. So get healthy, get happy. I'll see you guys tomorrow.